Good morning, friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, which means it is weigh-in and WW weekly topic discussion time. I'm disappointed. I'm bummed. I really am. I'm going to grab my tea. And I've got my little friend sitting next to me. I had a fabulous, last week I rocked it out of the park. I lost 3.2. This week, I had a fantastic week. I did great. I was on point. And I gained. What the what? Granted, it was 0.4, but I was not expecting that. I was expecting a loss. I was expecting at least a pound loss. I really was. I had such a great week. I knew I wouldn't lose like the week before. I knew that. But I really expected to lose a pound. I got off and on the scale several times. I moved the scale along the floor several times because I just could not believe it. But you know what? Sometimes we can do everything right and our bodies just don't cooperate. I am not going to let it upset me. I am not going to let it get me down. I am not going to let it derail me. I am just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and maybe I'll see a good loss next week. I don't know. But yeah. I swear, and Doug was up. He forgot to weigh in yesterday. He weighed in this morning and he was up like 2.5, 3 pounds. Now, granted, he didn't weigh in, like I said, on our normal weigh-in day. And we did have a lot of salty food yesterday. We had ham loaf for dinner and it was a bit salty. And then he had some queso and chips last night. So that could be a part of his big gain, and I think he's been snacking a little too much. Part of that's my fault because he started opening his Valentine bucket and I put a lot of snacks in there. So part of that's my fault, but he was up too. So that made me feel a little bit better, but keep on keeping on. Although I am very hungry this morning. My stomach is growling. And I'm not really sure why, because I had a great day yesterday and I had a really good workout this morning. That could be part of it. If you remember a couple weeks ago, I cashed in some wins and got us each a set of the exercise resistance bands. And we did a HIIT bandit workout today. It was a strength and cardio HIIT bandit workout. And it was really good. We worked hard. We were panting. So anyway, so that was my weigh-in. But like I said, it's not going to derail me. Nope. It's going to make me work a little bit harder and really be focused. The weekly meeting topic, feeling overly hungry. Here's the secret to staying full. Try this if you're feeling overly hungry. You're hungry in between meals. Now what? Snack your way to success. Make a plan to include protein-rich, lower smart point snacks with fruits and veggies through the day. Now, if you know me, you know I'm not a huge snacker. So this is a little out of my realm. But we do snack on a lot of fruits and veggies through the day. If you watch my channel, you know one of the staples in my house is for me to have a fruit and veggie tray out on the counter. I have a sectioned tray. It's just a Rubbermaid sectioned tray with a lid. And I get a million questions about where I got it. I got it at my local ShopRite, right in the grocery section, but it is available on Amazon, and I did link it in my Amazon store below because I've had so many questions about it. It's just a 4-section tray and it's got a little bowl in the middle. I put a little glass bowl in there with my ranch dip, and then I put 2 different veggies or fruit. I fill one section with fruit. Right now, this time of year, grapes and oranges. And then the other 3 sections I fill with 2 different veggies each. And I take the lid off and I have one of those flat reusable ice packs. I think it came with like an Omaha steak delivery or something. And it's nice and flat. I put that in there and I put the tray on top and it sits on my counter all day. and we munch on it all day. Now, Doug's in the basement, so sometimes I'll make him a little plate of his own and put that on his desk. But if I don't, every time he comes up to fill his coffee or fill his water or go to the bathroom, he's in there getting veggies. My kids were the same way, and now I have the babies doing it. They will come in and grab veggies, and my rule with them is you have to have 3 veggies before you have a fruit, because they would just totally destroy all the fruit. It is amazing how many veggies you can get in by having it there and having it accessible. So when I feel like I need to snack, that is the very first thing I reach for, because it is 0 smart points, it is low in calories, and it's something we need for our bodies anyway. I do have a very low point ranch dip. I have that on my website. I'll link it in the description box below, because I do like to dip. I'm a dipper. So that's the first thing they tell you. But they said, but before you start snacking, decide what and when you'll eat. Keep 2 rules of thumb in mind. Try eating every 3 to 4 hours to avoid being hungry. Keep in mind what works best for you, though. That I tend to disagree with a little bit. I'm not going to eat if I am not hungry. I'm not. And I don't think it's a bad thing to feel hunger. You know, it says to eat before feeling hungry, to avoid. I think so many of us just say, I'm hungry, when we're truly not hungry. Do any of us really feel hunger? Right now, I am hungry. My stomach is growling, but I know that will pass. So like I could easily run in. I made some amazing oat bran muffins yesterday. They are so good. I got the recipe right off the back of the Bob's Red Mill oat bran cereal. I just tweaked a couple things. Like I didn't make it up or anything. It was right on there. I could go in there and grab one, but you know, I'm not going to, because I can wait. Hunger is not an emergency. It's not. Hunger is not an emergency. And for me, I need to feel that hunger sometimes. Now, some people, that may not work for them. Some people, if they get hungry, they may overeat. That's when self-control comes into play. If you are hungry, eat a normal portion that you would normally eat and wait. Don't keep shoveling it in. Just wait. Let your body get used to that food being in there. Let your body feel satiated, because the slower you eat and the more controlled you eat, the more full you're going to be. So I don't really think it's a bad thing to feel a little bit of hunger sometimes, to remind us what it truly feels like. And then they say, we recommend pairing produce, which is high in fiber, and protein together for an extra filling combo. Mix and match with one of these ideas from our nutrition team, and then it gives you ideas. I'm gonna put my tea down because I'm not even drinking it. It's too hot. They say, pair Greek yogurt with fruit. Pair Greek yogurt with a little bit of everything bagel seasoning. See, I don't like that, so I wouldn't do it. And then dip carrot sticks in it. Or take Greek yogurt and stir in bananas and cocoa powder for a sweet treat. Great option if you like Greek yogurt. I'm not a huge fan of plain Greek yogurt. Now, I know some people stir in sugar-free pudding mix or sugar-free Jell-O mix. I'm not a fan of that either, just because I don't use those products. And I don't know, Greek yogurt's okay, but I just don't love it. But if you love it, it is a fabulous way to get protein, to get dairy, all those things we need. Don't forget, we need dairy, we need protein, we need complex carbs, we need whole grains, we need healthy fats, we need all that in our diet. So think about that when you're snacking. Think about what you need in your diet and what you haven't had that day, and try to incorporate that in. So you can do a ton of stuff with Greek yogurt. You can. That is a great thing to have. Now I like it a little bit more when I make it homemade. I make it right in the Instant Pot. And it definitely tastes better than the commercial, I think. That's just me. But that's not the first thing I reach for. The first thing I reach for are veggies and fruit. They also talk about snack on chickpeas. Again, not doing it because I don't like them. Nope, the only way I like chickpeas is ground up as hummus, which is a great snack too. But you just have to count a few points for that one. So they say some snack ideas for chickpeas. Blend the chickpeas and dip sliced bell pepper in, so basically make a hummus. Mix with cucumbers and cubed feta, or roast them and pair with pears. Absolutely nothing there that I would eat, except for hummus. But then I'd have to put in a little bit of tahini, a little bit of roasted red peppers. Still be a low point snack, but. And the third thing, I'm all over. Nut butter. Take some nut butter and spread it on apple slices, which I used to love before I became allergic to apples. Put it on celery and top it with some raisins for ants on a log. Also, take some and mix it with blueberries and oatmeal. We do that all the time. Doug's favorite oatmeal bowl is a Chunky Monkey. It's oatmeal with sliced bananas and a dollop of almond butter or peanut butter or cashew butter and some walnuts. That's his favorite oatmeal bowl. I personally like it. I like it on a piece of toast. I like it on a rice cake. I like it just dipped in celery. I like it off a spoon. I love nut butters. And for me, they're a really good way to get in at the same time protein and healthy fats. So I am a nut butter fan. People squawk because it's high in points. You don't have to have the whole 2 tablespoons for 6 points. 2 tablespoons is a lot of nut butter, especially if you're having it for a snack. 1 tablespoon for 3 points, or even 2 teaspoons for 2 points is a lot of nut butter. So play with your servings with that. And for me, that is more satisfying than a lot of other things. So it says, let's dive a little deeper. Once you've figured out what and when you're going to eat, don't forget to make a plan for how you can make it happen. Meal plan, shopping list, fill your pantry with the healthy foods that you need for your journey. So that is basically what the topic was about this week, was snacking. Like I said, I'm not a good person to talk about that because it's just not my thing. I do definitely keep things available. I try to make a low point muffin every week, something that has oats and fruit and things like that, packed with good healthy stuff in it. Because every once in a while I do in the afternoon, especially if we're gonna have a late dinner, I do like to have some kind of muffin with my my tea, because it does help me if our dinner's gonna be a little bit later. And lately we've been eating dinner a little bit later, so that has been a big help. So find what works for you. Veggies and dip on the counter works for me. Having some kind of low point muffin works for me. I found out what works for me, and that's what I run with. That's what you need to do. You need to, and don't be afraid to try different things. If something doesn't work, it's okay. Move on. You got this. You have got this. Just remember that you don't want to spend a ton of points on snacks. You want to spend those points on good, healthy, whole foods that are going to fuel your body. So, you got this. You got this. The recipe this week, before I forget, let me pull that up. Still trying to get used to using my iPad and not having printable. And it takes a bit for the recipe to come up. It is orecchiette, is that how you say that? With sausage and broccoli rabe. Orecchiette is the little shell-shaped pasta. And it's got sausage and broccoli rabe. It's 7 points on all plans. Now, you could reduce that if you use whole wheat pasta on the purple plan. You'd reduce it a decent amount. It's broccoli rabe and Italian turkey sausage. It looks pretty good. Probably not something that I would make, but you never know. With a few adjustments, might not be a bad thing. So that is the recipe this week. And the topic was snacking. My weigh-in, that's all I have to say about that. So thank you for watching. If you know anyone that this video could help, please feel free to share it. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love you to hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And then you can click on the notification bell and select all, and every time I upload, you will get a notification. So that is all I have for you today. Have a fantastic day. Let me know in the comments below how your weigh-in went. Let me know if you were happy or disappointed like I was, and let me know what you're doing to fix it if you were disappointed. Have a great day, everyone, and I will talk to you all very soon.